Welcome back to the final game of round 17 of the Series Futsal Women's action. I'm Joshua Fusco, and I'm your sole commentator tonight. And we'll be going through this absolutely bombastic game between first placed Evolution and not too far ahead, but actually slightly far ahead, third place Preston. Now, there's no chance Preston catch either Fitzroy or Evolution, but that's not the point of the game. Right now, Evolution just need to win everything, and this is going to provide their biggest challenge to their title hopes until Fitzroy on the final day. And so if they get past this hurdle, we might be seeing, and most probably will be seeing, an absolute last-minute clash between Fitzroy and Evolution. Winner-takes-all scenario. Preston, very good team. When you look at their statistics, they've scored just as much as Evolution and conceded about 20 more goals. And so defense is the key here. Silva plays it off to Kaizumi. Davis, as always, lines the back line. Comes to cover well, and just her presence alone is enough to deter. She's the star, and most probably the MVP. 4 rounds to go. I don't think even a Fitzroy title win would discredit her shot at the MVP. She's been so stunning and so vital and so valuable to this Evolution side that she must be the front runner. But nonetheless, it's not about that. It's about getting the win. And it's going to be a tough one against Preston. They saw Fitzroy struggle against Carlton, and no one expected that. And I'm not expecting Evolution to struggle tonight. And they don't. 1-0. Bruno Silva taps it into the back post. And they're starting what could be a landslide if they continue on this path. Let's have a look at that again. Support Chubik wins it back. Plays it through the midfield, creates that space for Koizumi, and a slice across goal, finished with an excellent touch. Evolution up. Well, in that case, I was just about to make my prediction, and I was going to say it was going to be a 3-0 game. We're going to say 5-0. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. Preston is such a good shooting team, such a good attacking team. I'm going to say 5-3. That's the prediction so far from me. And anyone at home, anywhere you are, from any country, all 20 of you, you just drop your prediction down below. Let's. I would love to know. What do you think is going to happen this game? Because, hey, 1-0 between the top 3 sides. Hey, anything can happen. Oh, what a shot there, cross goal, Camilleri. Not too much trouble, but could have been. The pressure, of course, after playing against your rival, your title contender, is knowing that they've won and then knowing that you need to match whatever they do. And I guess the only positive that Evolution can take from that last game is that they only won 1-0. That's a big thing, considering that if Fitzroy win that last game, that the series is level. So that would change a whole bunch, and there's, I think, about 20 goals between the two teams in the goal difference department. And since they will, if Fitzroy win, let's say split the series, it will come down to that. So there are 16 goals between them difference. If they get a big win tonight, they can shrink that a little bit more. Be ensured it will be a bloodbath at the end of the season. You cannot miss that. In fact, it feels like time is just ticking down for that final game. But I expect a good one here. Kozumi steals, dropped. right in front of goal, knocked down. That must be a card, surely. She's right in front, ready to shoot. And there it is, the card. I think on Verratti. I think. A dangerous spot here. Apologies on Halabi. And Davies, the set piece specialist here. I challenge you to hit the top corner as much as she does. Close there, blasts it slightly over the bar. Rattles the net, but no matter. Chance squandered. Frisnida. Halabi. Now Verratti. And a good clearance. Necessary when in danger. Drops Koizumi. And that's for Nur. And it's keeper's ball. Bit of a scruffle for it. Here's Verratti trying to chase. No matter, Koizumi moves well. Collects. Finds Silva. What a brilliant move from Silva! Yes, it is! 2-0. She's got her second already. And in just 17 minutes left. In just 5 minutes. She's hit 2. Watch this. What a flick. And a perfect finish. I don't know how she spots that. How she spots that inch of space. And she gets it through and gets the second. And my God. we have a big Evolution lead early on. And I'd be worried if I was Preston. We still haven't seen Mary Hugh Big kick in. Rebecca Davies, and this is why I call her out for having a really good shout at the MVPs. She's actually been very average the last 3 weeks, and yet she's still dominated. And it's kind of that crazy ability that just shows me how valuable she is to this Evolution side. That when she's not playing best, she's always consistent. She's always very consistent in what she does, and maybe she won't have a star hat-trick game, but she's always the main person, always the heartbeat. That's a good touch there. Launches it. Stumbles does Camilleri, but it will be fine. Frisnida at the back now. Hubik. Back post. Slices that to the left. Good chance. And a good over-the-top ball. If they get that again, they might be in trouble. Davies gets high. Wins that header. Mistake on Preston's end. Davies. Finds Silva down the line. No one is there. Interesting decision. Frisnida cornered. Finds her way out. Davies wins it. Oh, Davies wins it. Whacks it. And it is a corner. Once again, Evolution running with a very small lineup. I mean, 7 players is what's listed. That's incredibly small. Obviously, you're coming up against Preston. Preston are a good side. You need to win. Granted. There's also the importance of keeping your players healthy, fresh, and making sure that the role players in your team get enough minutes so that when the big games come, and this is a big game, but right now there's only one big game to think about. Oh, Koizumi whacks it. Davis heads it out. The biggest game right now to look out for, I think, for Evolution is Fitzroy. Again, you can't discount Preston and their ability, and what they do. Now 2 chases. Hubik. Just not quick enough for it. Halabi. Hubik does well there, wins it. Davies turns, a little bit of a shimmy and gets it to Hubik. Flicked out again, Halabi. Can't get past Davies, Verratti. Frisnida. Such an attacking threat. And she's not really involved in the offense tonight. Starting at really at that back position in that 2 at the back. Hasn't quite been so successful as they wanted. Cleared there from Halabi. Wants to get a good pass. Doesn't quite work. Here's Davies. Short throw. Hubik cuts it in. Halabi does well to clear. Here's Frisnida. Bit of dribbling magic needed. She's got it there. And Davies cuts out way too easily. And here we are. Looks like a timeout has been called, and I think by Preston they need that. They need to get back into the game. They need to consider their options. We'll be right back after this. Or not. I'm right back, and I'll just talk straight through it. Quick timeout. They needed that. They haven't played bad whatsoever, but they need a game plan against this side and this outfit. They need to really think about what they will go ahead and do in that attacking half. Past Rebecca Davies, who's like a giant, like Goliath in the back. And Preston, no matter any team, no matter their position, when you're coming up against this team, there's only one thing that's going to win you the game, and it's planning and it's tactics and it's an absolute critical understanding of how Evolution play. And we know what they do. They knock the ball around. They're physical. Davies runs the back line, and it's something that most teams actually don't have, is someone who is able to play those long balls so accurately, is able to be confident on the ball in the back. When you are clearing balls in futsal, you're losing. It's as simple as that. When you're clearing the ball every second, you're losing the game. You need to be able to, like Davies does, get the ball on the ground, move, flick, whatever you can, keep possession, play forward, get a shot. Perhaps they were trying for Sneeder for that, but she's more of a tricky player, better with her feet, in I guess a dribbling sense, in an attacking her player sense, and uses her body so well, shimmies and is so fast on the ball, but I don't think she has that ability to control the back line. Another player who does that really well, Dama Georgie does that really well, and she's one of those players. That's the difference between, I guess, Davies and Frascalzo. Claudia Frascalzo, she doesn't really do that, and yet she's still so impactful. So there's the difference there between, I guess, the two leading MVP candidates. But that's, again, that separates the big girls from the rest of the teams. That and role players. Role players, so necessary. And if we look at this team, I mean, Silva, Koizumi, Hubik, Foster. There are 4 players that could play on any team. 4 players that would be absolutely balling on any team. And, you know, Preston too. But not to that extent. Hubik takes a nice long shot, just a bit inaccurate. Halabi. It's Sinclair. Davies, bit too much space, or so we thought, and shanks it. Sinclair. Now to hit a worldie last game, went for another one. You'll see in the goal of the week, her absolute banger. There's no way to put it. An absolute belter. Top corner like I've never seen, and that'll contend for goal of the year, quite certainly, and will do very well. Amazing shot now. And that's Galea. Halabi, now to her cross body clearance slash long ball didn't work. Intercepted, leads to a evolution attack, and well, that's always deadly, as you know. Halabi, calm with it, back again, flicks it, boots it, and long out of play. Doesn't help. 2-0 Preston still in it. Won't discount Preston until there's been at least 4 past them. And even then, it's always foolish to discount any team that's in the top 3. And Sinclair turns and takes a tough shot. The angle there, mixed with her shot, not suffice. Camilleri, big throw. Galea found on that left-hand side, bottom of your screen. Poor counter. And probably could have passed that ball instead. Decides to shoot, Foster does, and doesn't quite work out. Now Lowe chases Galea. She'll get that back in the form of Nautu's throw. But nothing in that, nothing dangerous. Good flick on Nautu, can score, yes! No! Wow! I don't believe that didn't have a higher chance of going in. I mean, she was right in front, and it looked like she hit it well, and then it just flicks and rolls and doesn't quite connect how she would have dreamed. There's Fanua running in. And she's a deadly player. And she's definitely someone you need to watch. And it's just that pompous sense of playing, that this like surreal way that she plays, and she flicks and she moves, and it's skillful. It's amazing. And that's what you love to see in futsal. Header! Good! Out of nowhere, out of nothing, there is light at the end of the tunnel for Preston. Let's take it out. I mean, you wouldn't have thought that would happen. Long throw. She wins that perfectly. Gets in front of her defender, in front of her marker. Lowe can't do it. Header in the back of the net. Timeout called straight after that. They needed it. They need to reset evolution. Definitely going to hurt Preston, who after that, they want that momentum. They want that energy rush. It's like a drug. Scoring's a drug. You need that. It sends you going. It gets you going. And it's a good timeout. It's going to suppress that.
Look at this replay, please. It all started here with Ellen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off.
Didn't give up.
And he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
Side ball actually lifted over to Caro. Caro! Oh. Caro! That's the magic! The quiet one for Adam Cooper.
Yeah, he's just, as we see the Andre Caro there, absolutely brilliant.
In the D, Cassis.
Well, would you look at that? 6 minutes 30 left on the clock, and Preston back in it. Oh. No bleep word there from Davies. She knocks that out. No danger. Koizumi. And this is an interesting game. Fitzroy will be watching with wide eyes and hopeful hearts that Preston can make their title charge that little bit easier. It was a brilliant goal, seemingly out of nothing. Like the work of God. And here's Ubik. Well, can she make something of it? Silver open. Davies finds Ubik on that baseline. And blocked well. Cut out. And again, they're leaving Davies open. Not happy with that, but you have to watch Ubik also. Quick tray. Davies, cut out. Koizumi, whack with the left, no good. Long from Camilleri. Going for another header, won't go. Unfortunately. As we approach half-time, anyone watching, drop below anything. Just even say hi. Can I get 29 highs, 28 highs? Just say hi, guys, please. Or give me your prediction, say the least. And here's Preston Galea. Ball goes astray from her, but it's not out yet. It might be as Davis uses her strength to push off Sinclair. Necessary there. So close. Davies, free kick, right on that line. Ping, and not so good from Rebecca Davies. You don't see that often. Dangerous from Preston, and they clear. It's an interesting one with 3 minutes 50 left. I wonder. I wonder. Oh, Koizumi almost smashes home. I wonder if she could have just turned her body and just got a little bit of a connection on that. Such a tough one. Truly, and Camilleri knocks that forward, and that will be off the head of Fanua. Keeper. Checks. Fanua, that was an interesting throw right to the foot of Fanua. Ball from Czech. You always want a goalkeeper with the name Czech. Good luck. Oh no! Mary Hubik! Just plays with Camilleri. That's the one keeper you don't think your mind games will work on. Fanua in the corner. Out of space. Out of real estate. Looking for something at a time. And out of luck, Bruna Silva. Not fast enough. Galea. Fresneda. Out of bounds. Cross goal. But nothing. Here's Hubik. Kicks it in. And again, Davis kicks it out. Make sure of it that time does Rebecca Davies. No second chances. She says, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Nah, you can't get fooled again, in the words of George W. Bush. Too much fun with it. Koizumi flicks it. Hubik! Past that left-hand post. Brilliant. Finds Fanua. Halabi back to Fanua. Good play from Preston. They need a big tackle. And a big interception is even better. Davey is right on that. Corner. Bit of space for Fresneda at that back post. What is that? Poor. And it's going to end in a goal. Surely. No. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. I don't believe it. You could bet my house on that going in. For sure. I don't own a house. I'm very young. But if I had one, I'd bet my house on that going in. No, it hits the post. 30 seconds. And Preston taking their time. They got a really good spot. Not the best spot, but they're pushing for this. Good switch. They might just have one more in it. Oh, brilliant shot. Really gets behind check. Just a little bit too wide. 3 seconds, and you won't see another one. You won't see another shot. We're going into the second half. Evolution 2. Preston 1.
Aaron Yu, unpassable. Oh, look at that! Look at that! My word.
When a soldier falls, they rise. That's what she's done.
She's like the leader of the soldiers. She's
That's
like
right.
the general of this team.
She goes down, Preston might go down. So she stand up. Josh! It is going crazy in the commentary room. Ladies and gentlemen, Karina Nato just announced herself for one of the best goal of the season. Carlton is standing there. They have no idea what just took them. It looks like, oh, listen, it's a beauty.
Well, we're back straight away. An evolution. Oh, my. No chance. What a save. And it almost became 3-1 before I could even announce that it was 2-1. At half time, and Preston oh wow, that just happened, and now it's 3-1. What interesting stuff. Can we check that again? well, I was saying Preston looked to do some damage in this second half, and they just come out with that. With, I can't believe it. That is not how you want to start your half, especially after being so perfect in that second half of the first half, being so pivotal and being vital, and the ball just slips through Camilleri's legs, and it's a poor mistake from possibly the best goalkeeper in the league. How unfortunate. 3-1, and Evolution find themselves a little lucky. Hubik needs to make the most of that. Doesn't. Wow. I can't believe that there was really a goal there. It really just was so unexpected, almost as unexpected as Preston's. Well, we can cancel those unexpecteds out, and here we go. Game on. 3-1. Long from Camilleri. Good touch. Now 2! Would you believe it? They got it back. Ha ha ha! Karina now 2. Oh, it's a poor mistake from Davies. Turns well and whacks it with the right. Straight in the back of the net. High five, Fresneda. 3-2. She's been on form. She's been insane the last couple of weeks. Game on for real. Here's Hubik. Koizumi. No chance. Doesn't sit. And that's a goal. Lead won't stay. It's too easy for Hubik. Passes it. And Koizumi, she's never going to miss that. Now, 4-2. And I did originally say 5-3 now. So, you guys watching. Might not be too far off it. And I do think there's a couple more goals in this game. I really do. Maybe a goal of the week candidate still. We haven't seen all of tonight any goals that really have stuck out. No worldies this time. Just clinical futsal. There's Bruna Silva. Tripped up. Loses the ball. Here's Hubik. Davies now quickly. Koizumi pushed and shoved by now 2. Gotta love that. What a perfect touch. A little bit of space from Fresneda. Now 2. Yes, she does it again. Now 2. Star of tonight. Brilliant stuff. Check it from now 2. It all starts from the back. Perfect pass. She's done technically a brilliant pass, and Fresneda just whacks it. Does the right thing, and it's the rebound. It's those rebound, those poachers' goals that are always the most vital. You really need to be someone who knows the ball inside out, knows how it lands. Such an underrated skill, and she does it there, and she masters it there. 4-3. And could I hit the nail on the head? We'll have to wait and see. 18 minutes to play. Plenty of time. And that might give a little bit of a heartbeat to Preston. Oh, now 2 trying to get that again. This time on the head. Looking for a hat trick, and Hubik fast. But not fast enough. Here is a quick throw in from Hubik. Pass in, whatever you like. On touch. Cut out well from Halabi. She's not letting anything go through. No chances this time. From Taylor Halabi. The captain. Would have thought they looked for Davies on that baseline. Instead tries to find Koizumi with a whacking, waving pass. And no, they don't go for it. Doesn't quite work. Now 2 turns. Oh, she's been brilliant tonight. She's leading that front two. She's been the star, really, for this Preston team. Galea doesn't win it back. Intercepted by Hugh Beak. She's going to want to turn onto her right. Forced on the left. And out. Close game. Davies. Whacker. Big save, Camilleri. You can see on the faces of Evolution, they know one goal is way too close to cut it. And there's been 2 close calls, both from the top 2 teams. Fitzroy just sneaking past Carlton. And Evolution struggling to be dominant. And struggling to put down a resistant Preston side. Here's Halabi in the middle. That's dangerous. Header. Sinclair couldn't control that. Ball astray. Hubik. Long throw. Perfect from Koizumi. Oh, she's cut in. Just doesn't lose the ball. Galea on the wing. In your opinion, anyone at home, I ask you this question. Who's been the best side so far? In close games like this, the scoreline can't always be the sole indicator who's played better. Particularly in this second half. I'd say Preston have a bit more heart and they're going at it. Usually Preston fade in the second. And now they warm up well. Seems like they are ready to go, ready to fire home another couple goals past Evolution. If they don't be a bit more clinical, they're going to be in trouble. And we saw that, the similar storyline last game, and Evolution took on Phoenix. And it wasn't the beating we thought it would be. Oh my, you're kidding. Waved off, says the ref, that's nothing. And obviously she's kicked that in from the kick in. And let's check out what happened here and why that was denied exactly, because yeah, you can see it here. Does well, kicks it, but there's no touch on that ball. And so now 2 thinks she's got a hat-trick instead. Just a bit unlucky. And if anyone's going to get it tonight, it's going to be now to Fanua. There's Galea. For anyone confused as to why that doesn't count, obviously on a any type of throw-in or kick-in or indirect play, the ball has to make contact with someone on field before it can be a goal. And so since the ball didn't touch anyone, that's not a goal. And here's Koizumi, turns in. Good stop. Oh, it's a brilliant pass to Silva in a dangerous area. Halabi right there, right in her face, and takes the blunt of that. Kick in. Davies. Paul from Davies. Recovers well. They send the double to her straight away. Hubik at the back post. Camilleri saves it, and that's what your defenders have to do there. She does a great save. It's spilled into the middle of the box. Defenders right there to clear it. Again, something that's so necessary and the cornerstone of a good defense. When the keeper makes a save, you clear that ball. You get the ball out of there. Davies. Oh, no. You can't let her there. Koizumi, 5-3. Evolution really didn't look like they were going to score for, albeit 10 minutes. And then Rebecca Davies plays a perfect pass. Gets a bit lucky with the deflection on Sinclair, but it's a whacker into the back of the net. 5-3. And would you look at that, anyone watching this from the future? I did say 5-3. Fanua just absolutely makes a... She kicks that bombastically, let's just say that. One back, Preston. And Fanua loses it. 11 minutes to go. Preston thought they had their start chance. Thought they had the goal that would bring them level. And instead find themselves down by 2. Here's Camilleri. Long ball. Head down, the line saved, picked up well. It's too easy for Czech. Ha! And she, yeah, she's not getting fooled twice either. Koizumi picked up Camilleri. Quick roll. Time ticking down Sinclair. Poor pass, and she's not missing that. Or so you thought. She does. Wow. I don't believe she's missed that. Being so clinical, and she's just, I don't know how she sliced it. Wow, Preston call the timeout they so desperately need. Can they bring a plan together, a play, something to get them back in this game? We will see. We will be right back.
Ellen clears, Caro, Sewell, back to Ellen here.
33 seconds.
Oh, it's given away, Ellen. Good tackle, Ellen. Just can't reach out, Sewell.
Oh!
And it's Josh Allen.
There
Josh
it is.
Allen scores. Josh Allen takes his top off.
The hat trick. He gets his hat trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive.
Interrupters.
The stadium's erupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take
Josh,
the yellow card, no
that's
worries,
a yellow,
Joseph.
You take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Ellen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off,
didn't give up,
and he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
Side ball actually lifted over to Caro. Caro. Oh.
Welcome back to a 5-3 game with 10 minutes left. Preston needs something. Oh, Galea might provide it. Fanua. Oh! That would have been goal of the week, certainly. That was spicy. That was close. I don't believe it. Inches separate Preston and that 1-goal deficit that they, as odd as it sounds, so desperately want. But success is in steps, and they need one before they can get two. Obviously. Oh, what a save there. That was Foster, I believe. On that shot, Davies. Guarded by Fanua, runs up well. Camilleri. Bucket throw. I'm going to call it a bucket throw. I like that. Or do we just keep that for Carlton only? I think we'll keep that for Carlton only. Foul called. Free kick. Obviously not too dangerous a position for Preston. And we'll see how that goes. Crosses it in. Does well. Fanua uses her body. Galea needs a big shot. And just won't get that. Silva. Won't miss this. Surely, and every time I say that in my life, they somehow miss. Every time. Good shot. Better keeping. Preston. Galea. Guarded well by Hubik. And again. Poor pass. They could make him pay here. Foster. Oh, brilliant interception. Exactly what they needed. Cuts it through. Galea with a touch. Keeps it in. Keeps it going and no. Evolution say no. Anyone in the comment section believe that Evolution will squander this lead, that Preston will come back? Let me know. And what we thought would have been a spill there from Camilleri doesn't end up so. Holds on well. Fanua. Davies. Good tackle, wins it, in trouble. You can tell by the way she passed. Deflection. Davies. Made a few mistakes tonight. Not the player. Again, this seems the stars this week have dimmed and the role players have come up to play. In every game, really. It's been role players galore. Here's Hubik. Fresneda steps in front of that ball, making sure no quick plays to go. Davies. Hubik again leaves it. They want a Rebecca Davies special. And now two just absolutely whacks Silva. She's so strong. She's been so vital in this game. Fresneda runs out of real estate in the corner. 6 minutes. Plenty of time. Plenty of time for something special. For the miracle that they need. Beautiful flick from Davies. And she's regained the ball. Looking for the right play. And again, somehow manages to pass the ball out. The last 3 possessions, she's been below average. I'm really interested to see who will get Player of the Week and who will get Goal of the Week. Because it certainly won't be any stars. Anyone have any bets on Player of the Week? Let me know. Fresneda. What a shot! Don't believe she got so much power with so little distance. So little swing from her foot. And pop. Verratti. In Fresneda. And there's the difference. You got to be there in those situations. Well. A timeout again has been called. This time by Evolution. We'll be right back.
You take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Ellen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off.
Didn't give up.
And he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
Side ball actually lifted over to Caro. Caro! Oh. Caro! That's the magic! The quiet one for Adam Cooper.
Yeah, he's just, as we see the Andre Caro there, absolutely brilliant.
In the D, Cassis. Caro's done it again! It's a hat trick for Andre Caro! Facebook, on YouTube via WeProf. Caro, there it is. There it is, the magic from Andre Caro. The rabbit out of the hat.
And we're back, right into this. Right into this. As Evolution took a timeout to reset, reform, and hopefully prevent the tactics of Preston from being successful. And right now that seems to mean stop now to... That's a good bit of pressing there. Really trying to force Preston out of space and out of room, and it does work. Verratti. Now two. That was a brilliant pass. I mean, right idea. The good eye for it. Just unfortunate. Now, as it stands, it will be a really important matchup at the end of the season. With how the game is going, it looks like the title will be decided on the last day of their season. And we can only look to Evolution's next couple games. That's Northern Phoenix. Apologies. They do play Carlton hard again. So that is not the toughest game. But after this they play AKU, Carlton, and then obviously the penultimate game, Fitzroy. Not an easy matchup whatsoever, especially against AKU, who did only a couple of weeks ago stun Fitzroy. So we'll have to wait and see. And when we think of who Fitzroy have to play, it's a little harder. Preston, and then Northern Phoenix, and then Evolution. So in that case, I do not see, for the life of me, Evolution catching Fitzroy in goals. It's not going to happen. That's a prayer. It just won't happen. Especially since Fitzroy come up against Evolution, there's going to be another big game, and perhaps if Evolution had have taken their chances that little bit better against Evolution, Evolution taking their chances a bit better against Phoenix, then there'd be a little bit closer of a gap. But seeing as that didn't happen, we can safely say Evolution need to win at the end of the game, the end of the season, the last game. It needs to be a win. Fitzroy will take the title on goal difference, as they will split the series. Hubik tries to head of that from deep. I don't know if she thought that would somehow chip Camilleri but that was a tough task to do. Such a tall goalkeeper. Preston. 1 minute 20 left. It ain't over, but it sure is getting close to it. If they can get something, all they need to do is score with at least 30 seconds on the clock, and then there's a chance. Will that happen? I don't know. He's now 2. Oh, now 2 does well. Why are you stopping? Why are you stopping? I know that is absolutely a handball. Absolutely a handball. But you cannot stop there. And there's a bit of a talking with the ref now, 2 up there in his face, explaining, hey, well, there's a handball there. But my biggest concern is, why are you stopping? Play to the whistle. Because you like it or not, you're through on goal there. And they're not doing a VAR call? Interesting stuff. Okay. I think that was the clearest handball I've seen. We don't quite have it on that replay. It's just beforehand, just before the play. There was a handball. And it's going to be interesting to see if they do challenge that. I mean, they certainly must. Give them another chance at it. But, yeah, absolutely was a handball. I mean, yeah, no question. I'll say that too. And they're not calling it. Interesting. Interesting. That is not good. I don't know why they wouldn't challenge that. If they can challenge that. But, yeah, that's a handball, for goodness sakes. They can get this here. She just chucks her hand up, ball over the bar. 46 seconds. If they don't get one in, let's say 15 seconds, you can surely call game. Here's check to Hugh Beak. Pressure on from Preston. Long ball, Camilleri. 10 seconds, I'd say, to score this. They are not happy. And with that little touch, it is a corner. However unlucky, we've seen stranger things in serious futsal. Oh, Hugh Beak on the line. Clears it. It's Galea. And you know what? That just might be it. 28 seconds. Good shot there from Galea yet again, but that'll do it. I don't see it being possible. And they won't shoot that. Davis too smart. Wastes a whole bunch of time. And even if they got one now, I dare say it's over. Ref calls it. There's no doubt that Evolution deserved the win. Handball or not handball. Handball wouldn't have changed the game. And that'll do. And that'll round up a really good night of futsal. Evolution 5. Preston 3.
When a soldier falls, they rise. That's what she's done.
She's like the leader of the soldiers. She's
That's
like
right.
the general of this team.
She goes down, Preston might go down. So she stand up. Josh! It is going crazy in the commentary room. Ladies and gentlemen, Karina Natu just announced herself for one of the best goal of the season. Carlton is standing there. They have no idea what just took them. It looks like, oh, listen, it's a beauty.
Silva. Davies lifts over the top. Odd's gone in. It's Mary who beat. It's goal number 4. Well done by Davies. To Herbeek. Here she's in now. Mary Herbeek. 2-0. A little too clever there from Al. Break on for Herbeek. Mary Herbeek. Wow.
Try to go back to Davies. Playing Finney, and the toe pie from Mary Herbeek gets Evolution's 3rd of this half.
Save and
Allen clears, Caro. Sewell, back to Allen here.
33 seconds.
Oh, it's given away, Allen. Good tackle, Allen. Just
Allen.
can't reach out, Sewell.
Oh!
And it's Josh Allen.
There it
Josh
is.
Allen scores. Josh Allen takes his top off.
The hat trick. He gets his hat trick, gets his top off, and sends the stadium into overdrive.
Interrupters.
The stadium's erupted.
Interrupters there.
He'll take
Josh,
the yellow card, no
that's the
worries,
yellow-
Joseph.
You take the yellow card every day of the week.
Let's have a look at this replay, please. It all started here with Ellen. Have a look. Not this bit here, but he wins the ball here
Good
in that tackle against Ate. Passes the ball off,
Didn't give up.
and he goes to the back post and taps it in. So, yeah, Kevin...
I'm here with Jacinta, the coach of Evolution, and you took home a pretty darn good win against a top 3 side. Tell me what it's like to play such a top-level side only 3 weeks. I think it's now 3 weeks out from the big game against Fitzroy.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I feel like in this competition, particularly this season, it seems like every single game is a really fight for the 3 points, you know. We've got, Carlton who can steal points from me every week. Preston, obviously Fitzroy is always a really challenging game, and RQ as well. So we've got to fight for the 3 points every week, and given that we're level on points with Fitzroy now, it really comes down to we've got the goal difference. There's no draws, obviously. So if we both keep winning, it's going to be a title-deciding final game. So really happy to pick up a challenging 3 points tonight. I definitely think we were the stronger team on the day. We just defended really well, kept our shape, and, yeah, really proud of the girls today.
I mean, yeah, absolutely, no doubt the scoreline reflects the way you played and the intensity you brought. Can you tell me about, I guess, at the first half, you were a bit slow than usual, and you have been for the last 2 weeks. Tell me what did you say to the girls at the halftime to get them a bit more motivated?
Yeah, I think we just need to go back to basics. Like, sometimes we do get a little bit frantic and we lose our shape, and I feel like sometimes in our game we kind of ebb and flow between periods of really high intensity, and then we have a tendency to drop off a little bit. We just say get back to basics, focus on keeping our shape, tracking our players, getting to the back post, doing all the basic things, the fundamentals, the principles of futsal that really underpin our game. And that always kind of seems to come around. We have a few minutes of really just focusing on those things, and it always seems to come back up for us.
Of course. And did you, seeing Fitzroy only win 1-0 against Carlton, did you just kind of bring that into the huddle and say, hey, we just saw them really struggle, we're so much better than them? Did you bring that up?
No.
Or do you not look at them, you just say, oh, we look at ourselves?
Of course, we notice the results before and after our games, but, that doesn't really impact the way that we play and the way that we focus on what's ahead of us and, the next game that's in front of us. We're really taking it one game at a time now, and but obviously we've got Fitzroy coming up in a few weeks, and we're all really pumped up for that game. It's going to be an amazing spectacle. Hopefully we get a good crowd out to support both teams and make it a really good day for women's futsal as well.
It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to watch it. Last question, I want to talk about the adjustments you made for Preston, because obviously they have a fairly good few players there, like some really darn talented players. Who did you look at the most?
To be honest, like I said, we kind of always tend to focus on our game. Like, they do have some really talented players, and we're quite familiar with them, given that, you know, there's only 6 teams in the league. We feel like we're almost playing each other every other week. But, you know, we've also got a lot of firepower in our team too. Rebecca Davies, Mary Hubick, Bruna Silva was absolutely on fire tonight with a hat-trick. So, yeah, honestly, we really just stick to our game. We don't really tend to get caught up in the names or anything like that, but we show every team a lot of respect, and we just go out there and try and do our best to get the job done.
Well, that's exactly what you want to hear. Well, thank you for an awesome interview. I can't wait to see the panning out of this season. We'll catch you next time for round 18. Joshua Fusco, Jacinta.
Thank you.